This is the shortcut which I just found yesterday to just record the sessions. Okay, fine. Okay, now let's see about Django template language. So what is that? Suppose if you want to display any normal static files, you can just create HTML file. Okay, but if you want to display the dynamic data, so suppose if you want to change the data every time, so whenever you just refresh the page, or else like suppose you just go to Greek bus, so every time the player is getting out means it will just show the player name and the like bowler and who got the catch are like out everywhere, right? The complete details, right? How it is doing, that is like dynamically it is giving the data. That means, and sometimes you can see the commentary also. It is updating every time the commentary data also, right? Like how it is doing. That means we can just pass this language, that is Django template language. If you use this one, we can just change the data dynamically every time in our script. How we can do that? So just see what are the things which we have in Django template language. We'll discuss that. So first one is variables. Suppose if you want to display only the values from the views, we can use this one. So that is the variable language. So not a variable, it is just like a variable, that is Django template language, this one. So we have here, we have to give and double what is that, flower braces to to declare any variable in your HTML page. Now let's see. We already created it. We'll just see. I'll just give a small introduction about those things. Yeah, we'll call it as Jinja syntax here. From now here, where I can see that files, DTL files, right? Okay, fine. File. Okay, this file, I guess. Okay, this file only. Okay, this one. Go here. Just it is not opened. Okay. Okay, see, suppose here this might just HTML file. I'm just here. I'm just giving one variable here. So this variable is like a key from the dictionary. If you already know Python means, you can see that key, right, from the dictionary. So here we have to specify that key. Why? Because in the dictionary we have key and value will be there. So that value you need to display on the website means we have to give that key name in the variable place. This is a variable place, right? In the variable, right here. This one, this is the variable, right? So this one we have to give that key name from the dictionary. And one more thing, this complete HTML file will render the views.py file. So from there, how we just rendering that here, render means request. Request means whenever you hit any URL on the browser, that is called request. So here the request will go and the HTML page, after that here the data will go. The data always we have to give in the form of dictionary format we have to give. So in this dictionary, let's see, I'm just giving small this file only, this data file. Okay, see here I'm just giving dictionary here, key value. So in the HTML, you can see in the HTML I'm just giving player name, that is the key name here. This is the key name I'm just giving, right? We have to pass the dictionary here. After that, request, HTML file, and context, that is data. So three things only you have to pass always in the render file. So now here we just simply created one function with request, okay, and after that one dictionary, and after that we just rendering the HTML file. Rendering means to display. Okay, now this is about one HTML file as well as the views. Okay, this is just created, right? Now we have to create the URL, right? What are the things? Each function will consider as one URL. So this is my application URL. We already seen that how to create, right, this one application URL. So here just import that. So import from views, just import all the functions we have just used star. Next, URL patterns. So this is one variable equals to, and open the, this is the list, complete list we have to give. Instead of that we have to give path. So the path means this one. So after the main domain, the slash, right, this one you can see, this is called path. Not only that, I'll just go here, and this one here also you can see this one. The complete, this is the domain, right? After that IAM, the slash home, slash roles. So these are the things we can give. So after that variable, okay, variable discussion, okay, let's see. I'm just talking about variable, and what is the function name here, which finally is this one. So this view we need to give here. So path will take two things. One is URL, comma, and the function name it will take here. See, it is function it is taking. So sometimes it might have some values also to this function, to the parameters. So how we can do that, we'll discuss that later. For now, function takes only the request. Okay, after that we're just giving path, this one, the variable, comma, and the function name, just giving this one. Now we are given that, okay, we just create the views and we just create the URL. Okay, that's fine. Now just run the script. Before that, you already seen that in your main project URLs file, which is already declared. So what types of like apps we have, we have declared everything. So what is our app name? DTL. See, I'm just giving DTL, next include. So here, first, what is our main domain name? 127.0.0 like colon dot 8000, that is the port, the complete port we'll get, right? So after that, this one will consider the DTL. Now let's see, I'll just explain here. Python, sorry, manage. So okay, first we have to virtual environment, yeah, sorry, cd, next cd, what is that? SLP, cd scripts, and activate. Okay, now virtual environment is activated now. Okay, fine. Now just come back to your folder. Now cd apply. Okay, fine. Okay, now see router run the server. So we have to run like this: python manage.py and run server. So later I'll show you, instead of server, how we can use unique or other servers also. For now, this by default server will come. Later we'll use other servers also. Now let's see, I'll just run the server. Okay, now the server is running, up and running. Now here you can see, starting development server are in this one, in this location. Just copy that, go to any browser. See, this might, when I just hit this one, it will just throw like, why? Because here we haven't specified anything in this main dash one. So that's why after that, what are the paths we have declared in the main project URLs, these things right here. So that one also you can see here. Okay, she has joined now. One second. Wait. Yeah, now see. So here, these are the paths you can see. In the project folder URLs, right? These are the three, four things you can see. Next one is the EDM. So just slash dot EDM. Okay, now again, we just use slash. So not EDM, just use slash. Okay, fine. Again, we can go multiple URLs. Now just go to the application URL. Under details key name, right? Yes, you are passing key name of it. So the same way that goes working. So instead of the complete one, you should click on the base. Same thing is now it's just printing that. But here you are printing just the website. The website will show like the where this list and list is not how it works. Suppose if I'll do that. Okay. I'm not sure like from where it has when it stopped. Okay, that's fine. If anything, I'll just let me know. I'll verify that and I will try to add that again. Okay. Now we'll discuss about these things later when we're discussing about the number other advanced topics. For now, this is how you can write normal Django template language in your HTML page. Now let's see about SQL, guys. We were discussing that, right? Okay. These are missing. That's why on the day that things also record was not set, right? I think I'm just going to display again. Okay, now let's see. So in our Django, we are going to learn this SQL, this structured query language, how we can use, what is the use of this one. We'll just see the intro and we'll just go through the other topics. So here, introduction about SQL. So SQL is used to store or retrieve or update and manage data. Sometimes just go to any Facebook or YouTube, anything. If you just upload that, where it will go and save that? It will store in the database. The database, sometimes here we are using MySQL or Postgres. This about only for data purpose only use MySQL and Postgres. But about images and videos, some attachments are like where it will store means it will store into some other services like storage purpose. They will use some different DBs for that. I'll tell you that later. For now, just see only about data related. And this one we are using SQL for language. So here we are using SQL language. Why means suppose if you want to work with any database, you can't use Python. You know, MySQL means how you can use Python, right? So for To deal with the databases, we have different language, that is SQL, structured query language we have. Now let's see. SQL is divided into 5 categories. So what are those categories? DDL, that is data definition language, that means creating or like dropping or it's like deleting anything, such things we do in DDL category. Suppose now data manipulation language, that means modifies data within the tables. So this DDL will just talk about the database structure, but this DML talks about the data inside the table. So that is database structure and table structure, and this one is data within inside the tables, that is called insert, update, delete. And we have one more called data query language, that means only we can get the data, we have only that option, that is select query. Next one is transaction control language and data control language. This one is completely different, guys, we'll discuss later. For now we'll discuss about only these three. Now let's see how we can create the database and how we can drop the base and how to alter these things. Okay, you open MySQL. I think you already know how to install this one, right? And just remind me when this recording will stop. Just let me know that. Root user. Okay, this is just normal MySQL page, how it looks. I don't want to save this one anyways. Okay, this is just normal MySQL it looks whenever you install and configure everything. Here, how you can create any database, we just see here in the top left side, just create new SQL tab, just click on that. Now it is just like normal notepad. Here you can write the complete SQL queries. The first thing is we have to create database. How we can do? So now we're just dealing with these things. These ones. Define database structure, that means DDL commands. So create, alter, drop, truncate. Let's see. Now just create database. Create database, and what is the name? We have to specify the database. So I'm just going to give sample database for employees. I'm just giving like this. So after that, giving the database name, we have to specify the colon, so sorry, semicolon after queries. Now just simply to create the database, now just select that, and here you can see the symbol, right? This one, this is select. So how many queries you selected, that will run the scripts only. Just click on this one. Okay, create database sample. Oh, okay, one row is affected successfully. Suppose copy the same thing, give like one and just do this one. Okay, give some this. Just select that only, run that. I just want to show you the message. This one here, when I run this one, it was successfully. Here you can see one row affected. Sometimes you can see 0 affected also. Apart from error code, if you see any other message, that is successfully executed. If you see any error code, that means your query has some error. That means you have an error in your SQL syntax. What is that? Here see database. So now it is fine. So because whenever you see the error, you always see that in message column. This one, this is the one column, and this is the duration, how much time it took to run this query, and what is the time. So when you have executed, and this one is like IDs, just like 1, 2, 3, how many times you have run, it will give the auto generated one. And action, that means what are the things you are doing. Action means any query running or deleting or data, anything. These are the actions. So in the top 5 columns you see, this is the output column, guys. This one, this is the input one, that means where you can run this query. This one, this page, this area, and this area is complete your output area, where you can see the IDs and the time when you run the script, and what are the actions, and what is the message, and what is the duration, how much time it took the query to execute. These are the 5 things you can see in the output area. On the left side, you can see these are the schemas. Schemas, these are the databases. In database, we are not supposed to call databases. We have to call it as schemas. So now let's see sample database, right? It is not there yet to create it. Right? It's created, but we have to refresh this one. The schema, we have to refresh. Here you can see the top right. Just refresh, and then you can see SAM database. It is not there. Okay, just refresh. See, it is here. You can see this one now. Now, Under that, whenever you create any database, these are the 5 things which will come automatically: tables, views, stored procedures, and functions. We'll discuss about later these things. This will discuss about only tables for now. Don't worry guys, I'll just explain everything. I don't miss anything. But I'm just going to create. Okay, now it's created. Sorry, we created database successfully. Now suppose if I want to delete the database, how we can use? We can use the same things. This one, alter, drop, truncate. So instead of that one, we'll do that later. For now, we'll just discuss about the tables creation only. Now create table, and you have to specify the table name. So instead of, before that, we simply create a database. Okay, that's fine, but we have to use that. Until if you don't use the table, if you just simply run that query, it doesn't know in which database I need to create this table. That's why we have to use one more keyword, that is use. If you use this keyword, then only the database will be active. Now suppose, now let's see, suppose let's select star from MP. Anyways, I'm not sure like whether the data table is executed or not. See, table, see, table student db.empty does not exist. That means it is the database dot table it is taking, right? That's why we have to specify that. Use SAM database exam. It is not coming. Okay. Now just select that. Use means now this database will be active whenever if you make any changes. The changes will be done only in this database. Now just click on see. Now 0 is affected. That means this database is activated now. So from this one, if you just give select star from table, this table. So we don't have any tables for now. So I'm just going to create the table. Okay, now that create table. So you have to give this follow. You have to follow this syntax. Create table, and we have to give the table name. Apply SAM table data. I'm just giving like this. So after that, so if you give like this means it will throw error. That means in the tables it will always have rows and columns will be there. You have Excel, right? Yes, sir, Excel. The same format the data will be stored. As soon as you open the Excel, you can see this columns, right? These are the columns. These are the sorry, this is the complete one is one row, and these are the columns, right? That we have to specify the column names in your database. So here we have to define the column names. How means we have to open the parentheses. So after table name, we have to give these ones, the parentheses. Inside that, you can specify the column names. So what are the columns you want to give? So here I am going to give employee name, that is a var character. So var character. So how many is it? So it is a maximum length. So employee name should not reach more than 30 characters. And next comma employee number. That is integer or number, I guess. Numeric. Okay. Numeric should be more than should not be more than 10. So mobile number is more than 10 only, right? Now we let it be only 2 columns. That's fine. I don't want anything. Now after that parentheses, we have just give semicolon. Now just select that. Run the script. See now 0 was affected. That means it is successfully created. And here you don't see, but just refresh the page. Here it will show one arrow mark. See, and the tables. So what is the table name? EMP SAM table name, right? You can see that the table names. Just click on that. Here you can see columns. It will show the column names. What are the columns you given while creating the table? See columns, and is the column names you can see. Now we just created the table and along the columns, right? Now just select query. Now just use. I'm talking about this one. This one, data query language. It retrieves the data from the database. We have only one select. I'm just taking about now itself. Select star from, what is the table name? We have to give the table name. Suppose if you didn't use this command, this one, we have to specify that select star from database dot and the table name. That's why. Now when I use means now it will just directly take the table from this database only. Why? Because here I used this command, use command. So that's why every time I don't want to give database dot table name, I just simply use. Now just give colon after that. See, select star. Star means everything from the table. Bring that. Star means everything from this table. See, when I see now it is giving only column names only. We don't have any data because we haven't created any data to these columns. Now let me add some values to this one. So for that we have one more query that is called modifies data in table. That means we are using insert keyword. Now let's see how we can use that. Just improve this one. Okay, insert. Here insert we have to use this keyword. After that insert into, this one more keyword we have to use. Insert means just inserting something. So to where, that is we can use this into of this one, into, and we have to specify the table name. So what is the table name? This one. I just copy it, and after that, okay, this fine, insert into this table. Okay, next values we have to add, right? We have to give that values like this. So not value, values. These values of, we have to give always values in columns in parenthesis symbols only. This one is the parenthesis symbol. After that values. So here we can just specify like no SLP, the name, student or employee name, and some number, right? Okay, let's be 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, let it be like this. I don't want to give more than that. Now you just seeing that insert into this table name values of. Suppose if you are not using this use, you can directly give this db dot the table name. Now just select the query, just run that. See, one row affected. Why? Because I have inserted only one column, right? So if you want to insert multiple things, we have to write multiple insert queries like this. SLP1, SLP2, SLP3, SLP4. Now just try to run those 4 again. 4. Run that. See now, see the output. How it is one row affected, one row affected, one row affected. That means each action will take as one affected. And see the action time, it not taking more than 0.0 seconds also. Now see, now just run this query again, select. See, now we are getting right multiple data. So we have used insert command to insert the data to the tables. Now when I use select star, it is fetching everything. Suppose if I want to limit this one, so I want to print only top 2 or like bottom 2, we can use this limit of limit 2. Limit 2 is used to limit to only 2 rows or 2 records only. So it is giving only top 2, it will give. Suppose if you want to print only the employee names only, your manager given some task like you have to print only the employee names only. Here you can give, instead of star means, if you just give star means it will take everything as well, how many records are there and how many columns are there. Here I want to specify only the employee name only. The column name we have specified that. Select and the column name from the table and limit. So for now I just remove this limit. Just select the complete one and select that. Now see, you can see you can get only the columns along with the record, the complete one. Here these are the things which you can select from. Either you can use select for employee name or select star. Okay, this is about create and insert and select, right? Now let's see alter, drop and truncate, what these things will do. Now alter, modify an existing table. That means alter table employees, add column agent. Suppose, well, if just creating the table, if I want to add one more column to this one, that means email. If I want to add some email to this table, how we can use alter. So for now I'll just bring down these two. Now here we can use alter. And one more thing guys, this SQL we can give either capital letter or small letter. It works both. So it is like in case sensitive. It's not case sensitive, in case sensitive. It's not work with the case sensitive. Okay, now see. Alter table. We have to give the table and the table name, add columns. So here add, give like table. And what is the table name? This one. Oh, sorry, this complete is coming. See this, alter table, give the table name, and after that what you are doing, you need to add column, right? So here with that add column, give the spaces guys, otherwise it will throw errors. And if you just give add like this, it will throw error again. It will consider like it is just like variable. This one will discuss later. Now this is just like a keys. Now column, and what is the column name? What is that? Employee mail ID. So this one is like what will take where character, it should not be cross more than 20 letters. Okay, now fine, select that. See now 0 errors affected, 0 duplicates, 1 is okay. This is fine, it is successfully executed. Now just select this one. Okay, not select star. See, it is giving null null null. Why? Because already data is there. That's why it is giving null null, because this one we created newly, this column. So this is how you can alter. That means if you want to change any changes in the table, we can do this using alter. Now drop table permanently. Sometimes if you want to delete the complete table at all from your database, you don't, later if you feel okay I don't want this table, we can use this one. We can use this drop template. So one more thing guys, sometimes we have two tables here, right? Okay, let me create one more table for this one, and I'll show you two examples. Here I'll just take this query only. Here I'll just take info like this table name. Okay, table has created successfully. And now let's, if you just show tables, it will give the table names, like what are the tables which you have created till now. See, two tables. If you just show tables from this database, so this is fine, just created, right? Okay, let's come down. Now let me show you that drop and truncate, what it is. Truncate means if you use truncate, it will delete the data from the table only. It will not delete the table. It will delete the data from the table only, or delete. Now if I use drop table, then whether you have data or not, if it is table is empty or not, that means it will delete everything as well as the table also. This is the most important things, truncate and drop. Drop means either complete table, and truncate means delete only the data and keep the table as it is. Now let's see, to refresh, right? Okay, let's see. Here we have two tables. So one is Sam, this one, and we have two tables. Okay, that's fine. Now let's see, drop, or else if you want to add this one also. What is my table name? Info. Okay, here I'll just give, I'll add some info to this one. To another table also I'm just giving data, that's fine. Okay, fine. Now just select, run the script. Okay, everything is fine. Okay, now if I just use underscore info, it will show complete data. Okay, everything is fine. In table 2 also we have data. Okay, now see. Now drop table, and this one, second table, I'm just trying to delete. Now just select that. See, it is affected successfully, it is run successfully. Now see, the delete data, the table was completely deleted. Yes, when I use drop table, when I use that one, it is deleted the complete, because we have already data, but still it has deleted the complete table along with the data. Now if I use truncate table, a table name, so it will keep the table as it is, and columns also everything will be there, but only it will delete the data. That's it. See, it is affected. Now see, the table, if we just refresh also, table will be there. See, but if we just select star, this table name, see, we don't have anything, but we have only columns. So it will keep the structure as it is, but it will delete only the data. This is about complete data definition. That means data definition, that means you can delete or drop or create anything, alter. We can do these things, data definition language. Now let's talk about data manipulation. Now we have seen that insert the data we have seen already. Now let's talk about insert update. Suppose if we want to set something, suppose go to this table only. Suppose we don't have any data, right? We don't have any data. Okay, let's try to insert some values to this one. Okay, here let's queue something else, some email, right? Okay, abc@abc.in. No. Okay, let's take the complete ones. Copy. Sorry, just executed something, guys. Which one is I executed? Okay, anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 5 queries understood into 2. Let's see. Here it has executed only 5 or 4. Okay, 5 again. Okay, fine. Now we have some data to our table. So now we have 6 rows. Okay, because we have executed the same thing twice, right? Okay, we have 6 record. Okay, that's fine. Now suppose if we want to change the name of this one, and it's like this employee number to this one, this record, right? We can use this update query. So if you want to make some changes in your table data, we can use this update query using data manipulation language. Till now we have seen insert only. Now if we want to update, that means modify existing data. How we can do that? So here we have to use update query, this one, update, and give the table name. What is the table name? This one, table name, and where we have to use one thing, guys. Here, sorry, see, set this one. We have to set salary equal to 60,000, where id equal to 1. Suppose this one, I employee number is 56789, right? Instead of this one, I'll just give 1 2 3 4 5. For that, set emp number equals to 1 2 3 4 5, and this one if you just give, it will update everything, but I want to update only to this record, to this one. So instead of, you have 2 slps, right? Okay, let me take slp1 to this one. So here we have to use where. I'm just telling where, in which record. So that's why we can't use which, right? That's what I'm telling, where. So we have to give employee, that column name equals to slp1. So to this record, so to this one, employee name equal to slp1, changing that employee number, this one. Just select the query and just run that. You are using safe update mode and try to update the table where you using a key column to disable safe mode. Okay, that's fine. It is throwing some error. Let's see what is that. Employees set salary equal to where id equal to, fine. Okay, that's fine, but where it is throwing error. Okay, some issue is this. You are using save update mode and try to update a table wherein that causes a key column to disable civil mode. Okay, okay. So if you want to make some changes, means it is telling that. So we have to update our complete database, that is here. To disable safe mode toggle, so operation, click on preferences, click on SQL editor and reconnect that. Then only you can update. So this is the advantage with your, if you want to make some changes in your database through queries, through SQL queries, we have to make such changes. So we can use this update. Do this thing, guys. Today, just change that preferences here. Somewhere you can see preferences somewhere under tools or view, anywhere it might be somewhere. The preferences option will be there. Just see that and change the same thing and just run that, whether it is working or not. Just try that today. This is about update. If you want to make some changes to your database, we can use this update query. And we have one more, last one is delete. Suppose if you want to delete any record from your database, we can use this delete query. So delete from where, from which table. We have to specify the table where id equals to 1. That means we have id, right? We don't have id. Let me take this slp1. Delete from Sir, why we don't have from for, so we have from for select and delete, but we don't means update doesn't take from because directly it will take the table name. We don't specify the from. So delete from where this table where emp name equals to slp1 this name. So it will delete the complete record itself, the complete row. I hope this will throw error as well because we need to make some changes in the database. See, this is advantage with our SQL. If you want to make some changes like update and delete, these are things we'll get. This do the same thing again. This one also. Just try to do that. So update and delete. This is how you can use things. Okay, for now we have just completed everything, guys. Like all three things, like DDL, DML, DQL. These things we'll discuss later. Role, commit, save point, grant, and all. For now, just seen how to create the table, how to delete the table, how to add the data. These things. Yeah, this is about complete SQL, guys. And any questions regarding this, like any doubts regarding for Django template also. Anyways, we have this record data, right? We'll just upload it today. I'll just go through that video and just practice the same things. If any questions, you just send a message on WhatsApp. I'll tell you like if any issues. Okay, guys. Then.